You know, every time with this thing, I'm supposed to hit the button, it flashes twice, I should see myself on the screen. Oh, there we go. Cool, that worked. So, hi, if you're watching this, it means the worst has happened. It means that Medieval Engineers had an update. That's actually the good news. No, the bad news is it means I wanted to show you some of that, but I just can't. My battery here is about to die, and I wanted to show you things like the desert and kind of building a place, trying to survive again. But I just don't have the time. So what I want to do here is just ask you for a couple quick favors, if you please wouldn't mind. Number one, if you could feed my cat Scout, he is awesome and I would really appreciate that. I need somebody to put my Amazon orders inside my door. That would be great. And if somebody could make sure I turn off the oven, that would be really... Oh, hey, I found more batteries here. Oh, that's cool. This means I can make... Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Medieval Engineers. We are here in the desert. So I have been waiting for Medieval Engineers to have something new, something, an update that kind of interests me and pulled me back. They've been updating the game and everything, but I've been holding off, and this one that just came out introduced some new biomes. I should have researched this. I don't recall, but anyway, there's 6 or 7, I think, new biomes. I have checked out the world and everything, and the desert really was the one that interested me the most. And specifically, Storied Past, this guy Harold, he basically does mods for Medieval Engineers, and one of them included some sandstone building materials, basically the blocks, the walls, the windows, those kinds of things. And I thought it looked really cool with the desert. So that's what I wanted to do. I said, you know what, we're going to jump in, we're going to go to the desert and throw down some of these blocks, you know, kind of build up a place and everything, see how it goes. And so, of course, I thought that I would bring you guys along. You guys have been requesting my return to Medieval Engineers for some time now. So, of course, we were going to make some videos. Now, I don't know how many we're going to do here. Could be just this one, could be 3, 4, I'm not sure. But, you know, enough to kind of cut down some trees and make a building and check some stuff out. So let's get started here. So I'm going to kind of show you around here. Let's run to the back. There's this kind of divot in the hill back here, and I think it's gold. I'm not really sure. I barely looked at it before. So I want to see what that is. But I mentioned Storied Past, and I wanted to say, before I forgot, down in the description I'll have a link to all the mods I'm using here. I'm using currently 4 of them. One of them's a bit outdated. It's the one that let me actually put water in there. It's just a texture. You can't actually swim, but I thought it was cool. So he did that one that allows you to add in all kinds of different materials with the terrain building tool, essentially. And so anyway, I just thought, you know what, this Oasis was here, but it was a dry Oasis, and I thought I'd stick some water in there. So I did that, and I'm using a couple other things too. But like I said, links to those will be down in the description, as well as a link to his Twitter, so feel free to hit him up, say hey. And if you are playing the game, you can go to his page on Steam and check out some of those mods. So we've got some metal here of some sort. I was thinking I might be able to start kind of picking away at that, but let's see, my inventory. I just have a couple tree things I picked up. A couple tree things, you know, the official term for those. I've got some wood sticks. So this was already up here and it had exposed that. I think that's gold. I think we've got some other stuff around here as well. But let me kind of cruise up to the desert and give you a view of what's around this oasis. Maybe I'll go up top. Okay, so this is the view. You can see, yeah, it's desert. Lots of desert. And then we've got this oasis. This is just kind of one of these points of interest on the map. Like I said, I put the water in there with the mod from Storied Past. So I've got that in there, but that's about it. What I'm going to do is kind of chop trees, and I think I want to make a building like near the water, just because I think that kind of makes sense. There is a road out there. You can kind of see a bit of it there, and it goes out, and I think there's like a cross. It's like a T section or something, and there's more trees out there. I don't think it's really green like this with the grass, but anyway, that is out there. But otherwise, it is sand all around. If I bring up the map, you can see we're here, and there's actually like a indicator for this oasis here. So we're like just right outside of it right now. There's little spots. These are oases as well. Well, they're trees, right, with maybe a little bit of grass. This is the only place that had kind of an indent as if there were going to be water there. But anyway, I wanted to especially check out this biome. Again, there's other biomes, including some like Arctic, which is like snow stuff. We have tundra, a couple others as well. I think there's like a plains one. I should have looked into this some more, but like I said, I really was going to focus on one, that being desert. So that's what we're here to do. Okay, I ran around a bit. I've been gathering up stone sticks, the usual things. You can see I've made a stone axe. I did chop a couple trees down, so I've got some loose material here. I think we're ready. You can see the things we can make here. Wooden club. Okay, I think that looks different than it used to. Not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and make a crafting table because we can. It takes 2 logs. We have 3 of those. We're going to craft this. There's a number of new like workbench type things. I think there's like an oven. So I do want to get to those, but obviously we have to get through a lot of the basics here. The oven was interesting. I remember seeing, I think it was a video, might have just been a screenshot, but it had different windows for fuel and for the output and everything. So things have changed with some of the UI as well. So again, kind of interested in seeing how all of that plays out. Let's go ahead and get this down somewhere and kind of get back to it. We have a lot to gather, a lot to get together. Okay, I've got a storage chest down and a bed. We're gonna go ahead and throw down, I made 1 each of these for timber and logs. These are looking a little different than I remember. They're smaller. I know last time I played they had a large one and then a slightly smaller one, but these even look a bit different than that. So let's see, let's access this. Stockpile for timbers. I don't have any, but I think, yeah, we had timbers here. Granted, do I want to leave some in here? I've pretty much made all of this stuff, and I can make an axe out of my inventory, so I don't think I need to save timbers in there. We can actually put those where they belong. Ooh, shift click all of those. I didn't even notice that before. And then this is for logs. Excuse me. Let's see, log. All the logs in there. Cool. All right, it's starting to come together. I love this floaty bed icon. That's cool. There you go. So we've got to progress a little bit, which means I have to look into research. Now, when I'm looking at this here, I don't see a research table. Is that a thing? What is this? Small stones. Trying to remember how this stuff goes. It's been a little bit. Got the campfire. I might make a campfire. I think there's some quest stuff we could look at as well. But one thing I know is my food's getting low, and I have picked up some of these, whatever these are. What are these? Cactus fruit. It says we can eat them. Let's see how those help. Let's see. I'm going to watch my food bar here. So we have some up arrows indicating that it's going to be going up. That's cool. So I can eat like, let's just kind of spam a few of these. Might as well eat all of them. Okay, cool. So we've got that moved up a bit. Definitely need to be collecting more of those, and maybe doing some more food stuff. Now, here in the Oasis, there was actually I don't want to call it a farm. There was like this area back here with these pumpkins. Can I pick these up? Oh yeah. I didn't even try before. I thought they were like old or something. They didn't look good. And I seem to recall that being a thing. They like rot. You can't pick them up. These ones are good though. Might actually make this some kind of farm back here. Is that one rotted? It might be. Okay, so I do have down the basics here. Actually, only just saw that the bed icon shows up in the compass up above. That's pretty cool. But in order to do more, we need to do some research, and I'm really not familiar with it. It's actually pretty different. You had the research table before, pretty straightforward. It's a bit more involved now. I was just kind of skimming through it. That's the button I want to hit. I want this one. So I thought I would kind of run through here really quick. Again, I mentioned mods I'm using, so there's going to be more items here than normal. Storied Past has some mods I'm using, one called Immersive Furnishings, so that's got decorations for interiors and exteriors. I actually have another mod installed by somebody else, a Wolfgar7474, one called Royal Objects, so I've got some of his stuff in here too. But if I kind of skim through this really quick, you can see the variation, like these two. This is the Sandstone Wall from Storied Past, so he's got them for all the different walls and stairs and everything, which is cool. I really want to get to that. So we've got different blocks here. Obviously some are unlocked, some aren't, based on the research that we have or have not researched yet. And we've got different things here, houses, active quests. But we're going to jump over to here to research, and I wanted to look at these. So you can click them, get a little description, and show the tree. But let's check out civil engineering. Industry. Yeah, let's go here, show the tree. So these are the ones that are available and active, and then we've got some unavailable, I assume, because they require some of these to get going. So we have basic wooden house. That's a thing that we could get. Like claim. We have smelting. Now smelting's got a whole bunch of stuff here, but it does require we get some metals. And again, I think we have some gold nearby. But let's do maybe like the basic wooden house. Might be cool. And let's hit start quest. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we have to obtain 4 timber and obtain 6 planks. So we did the timber. That's cool. I like that. I like that kind of quest setup instead of just making the deal. Obtain 6 planks. So that means we have to make 6 planks. And I'm not sure, I don't quite recall how we go about that. I think that was like a block thing we could do before, so I'm not sure if we find that in here. But we can do a search, I believe. Let's try this plank. Planks. Okay, use the most advanced carpentry. It can also be placed as a standalone block, right? Okay, so we can be unlocked by researching. But we're trying to get this research. Okay, so maybe we chose a research that's not great yet to start with. I'm not entirely sure. Civil engineering, we did basic wood house, but maybe there's like a better order to this. Maybe let's do this claim thing. 4 wood sticks, so we have to obtain 12 timber. Okay, so this one isn't as bad. Let's go ahead and I thought maybe I could get rid of that quest, but that's okay. Let's do the lay claim because we actually have a good chunk of timber here. Oh, we have 11 in fact. So we just need one more, which is to say we need to grab one of these, or grab all of them. Sure, Weem, why not? Ugh. Get over here. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in a, throw in this guy so we can make a timber thing. And we wait for the progress. Okay. So there you go. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we just scratched off that quest, lay claim. And it looks like it has a second part. Place the claim block. So place 1 wooden claim block, build 1. So we got to build a claim block and place it. So we're not doing that here. How about here? Not seeing it here either. How about if we jump into here? Just going to type in claim. Claim. So here's the wood claim block. Okay. Okay, so it's 12 timber and 4 sticks. You can see that that kind of moves around as well. I'm not entirely sure where we make this at, so I'm going to have to fiddle around just a bit more. Learning as we go. Okay, it's certainly been a little while. I had to remember to play around a little bit. Basically, when I brought this up, I remembered that you actually, some of these things you actually put in your inventory, place down, and then you build them up, right? Walls and everything. Come on, Weem. But I forgot that the claim block was the same way. So basically, I was able to double-click this through my inventory here. We could place this down now, so I'll get with it at some point. Let's go ahead and stick this actually towards the back. We can put it anywhere, as you may recall. We can put it anywhere within sight, like within this white area, and that will lay claim to this. It looks like that's a pretty good selection there of the area. Now, I don't know if I'll maintain this. In the past, I would typically forget to maintain this. I'm just going to put this kind of back here a bit. I think that's fine. That'll work. So basically, and I had made the mallet earlier, so with the timber and everything, we can kind of come up here and get this hammered into place. I obviously have to get some more, but that's not a problem. So anyway, I mostly just wanted to kind of complete that. You can see we've placed a wooden claim block, but now we need to actually build it. So I'm going to go ahead and hammer that out. Hammer that out. I'm also going to get 6 planks going and try to get these 2 things cleared out quest-wise. Okay, cool. I actually finished the claim block out there. I made the planks. I was totally missing those here. I was like, you know, let me double check. Okay, we do planks here. So basically, I made the planks, finished that part out. Now it's telling us to build stairs as the next part of the house. But I don't want to just put stairs down. I feel like, you know, I need to have a foundation to attach them to and kind of know where I'm going to build a house. So I went ahead and grabbed that, and we're going to go ahead and place this here and kind of build it. I was just thinking about where to put it, and I'm kind of thinking because the area of this water, quote-unquote water, is like flat along here, that maybe I would build right alongside of it, almost like this could be a balcony of sorts. Something like this I think might be cool. And then raised up a bit. And we do have the border over here. That's kind of an unclaimed territory. I could claim both. Doesn't really matter. Not too concerned here. So we do something like that. And then we'll be able to hammer this in. If we walk up, we can see we just need some timbers and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and continue from here. I'm going to build probably a few of these down and come in a few. We'll make it like a 3x3 or something. Something like that. Maybe a 3x4 lengthwise, whatever, along the water. I think that could be pretty cool. And then we will put the stairs on and build the stairs and kind of wrap up that part of building a house. I think this will work out pretty well. I kept it a little bit smaller. I was going to do 3x4, but I just kind of kept it to this. I finished these ones. I still have to do these guys here, and I just now placed the stairs, so you can see we have placed one wood stairs. Now we just need to build this out. I do have the planks and timber for this, so oh, that's right. This is going to show up. I was like, am I done? That's not that fast. I forgot that visually it can show up there right away, depending on the materials, but there we go. That is now done. Basic wooden house. Next, you'll want to build some wooden supports, gather supplies. Oh, well, I kind of jumped the gun on the support thing there. We do have some timber. I don't have any more wood sticks, but those are easy to get around here. So, phew, more work to go. Okay, just hammering these last bits in. It feels like this is a lot faster to me. It feels like, I don't know. Maybe it's just been a while and I forgot, but it seems to take like less hitting. This just seems to be kind of moving along faster, which I'm totally for, totally into it. I like it. And you know, don't question this water that I walk upon. Don't question it. So it looks like we did that. We do need to do, the supports were kind of, as I was building them, it changed a little bit. And I'm seeing this now obtained. So we have the wood sticks. Sorry, I'm kind of getting confused. The quest seems to be changing on me a little bit, but it's probably just me not paying close attention. So just switched again. Now we have to obtain 24 planks. I've got 10 on me. We already have the wood sticks. I just had to gather more to finish those out. So I need to get 24 planks, and then that will let us get some of this going here. That's the supplies to make the wood floors. So that's what's going to happen. We'll get those, then it's going to say place the wood floors, build the wood floors. It's going to walk us through this process. I want to get this going just to kind of have a little shack. It ended up being a little bit bigger than I was thinking it would be, but I'm really interested, like I said before, in getting like stone structures down. But we kind of have to progress through some of these quests, I think, and before we can get into the mining of metals, things like that. At least I think. I've been really focused on this part so far, and we're kind of losing some daylight here. So I'm going to try to keep going, see how far this is going to take me. I think it's going to get us into walls and everything, which would be a good thing, though. See, we've got... I forgot to place this floor. One more. I was almost done here. Do that. Switch the hammer. So you can see it's like 3 hits to get this on. I thought floors were taking me longer before. Again, I'm not complaining. I like it. It's definitely coming along faster. But we did get the 4 there, and I have more to do. But it's nice. It's nice that this, I don't know, at least, if nothing else, it just feels faster. Which works for me. So let's see, we had the floors are looking good. It's time to figure out how to put up some of the walls. Make sure you have enough supplies first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this. I'm going to gather up some supplies and kind of keep going through this process of making walls. And try and get this house finished. Okay, well, we're going to call that a wrap for this first video of my return to Medieval Engineers. I think I'll start by apologizing for trying to figure some things out. Again, I very quickly forget these things, playing a lot of games, and then jumping back into something after a while. I forget some of the little stuff, but you know, we're catching on quick, and I think I'm ready to kind of hammer out the rest of this house tonight. And I hope you guys come back for the next episode. By then I think this house will hopefully be done, because I'd like to get into gathering up some stone, and I really want to make a stone structure with the mod from Storied Past. I want to make the sandstone kind of walls. I want to make a sandstone building essentially, and then I'll also have this little wood shack. Maybe this will be like my workshop, and the stone building will be my home. But we'll do some exploration as we go, some mining, you know, gathering your resources, stuff like that. And maybe some other things as well. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it as always, and I will catch you next time.